Hi guys! Today I'm reviewing the Keurig K Supreme Plus. It measures 12.3 inches tall, 8.3 inches wide, and 13.4 inches deep. With the handle open, the height is 17 inches. I have to pull it out a little when I lift the handle, otherwise it hits the cabinets. You also need a little space to hold a pitcher when filling the water tank. So whichever model Keurig you're buying, account for the extra few inches in height. The cord length is about 34 inches. The clearance with the drip tray is 6 inches and 7 inches if you remove the drip tray. So you can brew coffee into a travel mug like the Sojirushi that I've had for many years. If you want to see that review, I'll put a link below this video. It was about 5 years ago and I still use it. The outside of this Keurig has a stainless steel metal wrap, which looks modern and sleek. The removable water reservoir holds 78 ounces, which is a plus. It's large, and you don't have to fill as often. I use the K55 model every day, and it holds only 48 ounces, and I do fill it about 2 or 3 times a day. There is a max fill line, so don't fill water above that. You can remove the reservoir from the unit and fill water, or just take the cover off and fill it. A filter and filter holder are included. The filter goes inside the holder, and the holder snaps into the middle of the reservoir bottom. Also included is a guide to using the unit, care and maintenance, which tells you about their cleaning kit, and coupons on K-Pods and their cleaner. Just a reminder that owning a Keurig is convenient, but it can get expensive if you use pods. The good part is that you can use ground coffee with this unit, and I'll show you that later in the video. If you want to get this Keurig, click on the link right below this video. On top of the Keurig is the power button, digital display. You can choose from 5 cup sizes, 4, 6, 8, 10, or 12 ounces. Pressing the temp button should give you hotter coffee. There are 3 levels. I'll take the temperature when I brew a cup for you. Press the strength button for bolder coffee. There are 3 levels. Basically, it takes longer to brew, giving you a stronger tasting cup of coffee. In the middle is the big K brew button. Up top are 3 preference buttons. You can save 3 individual brew preferences by choosing the cup size, strength, temperature, and then press and hold one of the user profile buttons to save the settings. With the over ice button, just brew into a plastic cup with ice. When you first get the unit, run water to clean the machine. Put a mug that's at least 10 ounces on the drip tray, rinse out the reservoir, and fill to the max line. I find it easiest to fill it without removing it. If you want to use the Keurig filter, install it before filling with water. If you are using filtered water like I do, then you don't need to use the included filter. Lift and lower the handle. Press the 8-ounce button and blinking brew button. Discard the water. You only have to run this cleansing brew once. Now we can make coffee. Lift the handle and put a pod in. Lower the handle and the sizes and the big K will blink. I'm going to leave the strength and temp at the first level. Press 8 ounce and press K. The temperature peaked at 168 degrees Fahrenheit. The cup is cold, it's just straight out of the cabinet, so that will bring down the temperature. I can't drink coffee without cream and sugar. It's a very good cup of coffee, like most Keurigs. Now I'll brew another cup. Remove the used pod. Since Keurig has finally made the pods recyclable, empty the pod and recycle wherever number 5 plastic is accepted. I'll choose the 3rd level for strength and temperature. The temperature hit 175 at one point, but the final temperature when brewing finished was 168 in the cup. So there's a slight increase in temperature between the 1st level and the 3rd level. This cup does taste stronger than the 1st and a little bit hotter. To brew the 8 ounces, it takes 1 minute and 10 seconds. To use the over ice feature, Put a pot in, press the over ice button, and K to brew. The temperature was around 147 degrees. You'll get 6 ounces, which takes 1 minute to brew. Always brew into a plastic cup with ice. I just brewed it into the measuring cup to show you the amount. It tastes like strong coffee, so it should be good over ice. To make cocoa, use the lowest strength and highest temperature settings. Also, if you use a hot cocoa or non-coffee pod, afterwards run a hot water brew without a pod to clean the needle. This is what the needles look like after making 3 cups of coffee. With the 12 other model Keurigs I've reviewed, there was only 1 needle. Since this unit has 5 needles, it's best to run a hot water brew more frequently. I'll do that now. You can see all the coffee grounds in the 6 ounces of water. This would end up in the next cup of coffee you brew if you hadn't run just water. It's a good idea to wipe the needles. The pot holder is clean. There are no grounds in it. If you want to make a cup of tea with a tea bag, or just run hot water for instant coffee, instant espresso, or hot cocoa, don't use a pod. I'll choose 10 ounces and brew. The temperature hit a peak of 190, and in the cup it'll be about 170 when finished brewing. Again, the cup is cold. It also takes 1 minute and 30 seconds to brew the 10 ounces. To use your own ground coffee, remove the pot holder. Just press it up from the bottom and it comes out. This is the original reusable filter that I use in my K55 model. It will not fit in this unit. So you have to buy the new filter that looks like this. Remove the adapter on the bottom. Fill ground coffee to the max line. Put it in and it fits. I'll brew 8 ounces. Temp is about 160. The coffee tastes so good and it's strong. Depending on your taste and the coffee you're using, you can use less coffee. It doesn't have to be filled to the max line. Remove the filter and empty out the coffee. It is very hot, so wait a few minutes before emptying. Don't forget to put the pot holder back in if you're using K-cups. The unit automatically turns off 5 minutes after the last brew. For cleaning, whenever you think it's necessary, hand wash the water reservoir, lid, and drip tray with warm soapy water and rinse. The parts are not dishwasher safe. Air dry the reservoir. Don't use a cloth because lint could get left behind. Descale the machine when the descale notification turns on, or every 3 months. You can buy the descaling solution from Keurig or use vinegar and water. If you want to get this unit, I'll put a link right below this video. I hope this review was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.